Hi to you all, welcome. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the importance of taking action. We live in a society that lauds goal achievement. That is a good thing. I mean, that's not a bad thing. Our organizations want us to achieve our goals. Our community is full of praise and recognition when we achieve our goals. We ourselves are very happy when we achieve our goals. And achieving goals is a good thing because it is how we make progress. It is how we move ahead in life. Achieving goals is in fact quite a natural thing because think right back to the time you were born. One of the first goals of a baby is to learn to speak their first word. And then it may be to learn to walk. And so it goes on with various educational, social skills, relational skills that the child has to learn. We not only is setting goals normal, our brain actually is designed to go for goals and to focus on achieving for goals. So if you are really struggling to achieve goals, then there's probably something that's in the way or that's a block. Not only is achieving goals a normal thing, it makes us feel good. Most people who are engaged in the process of setting and achieving goals are happier than other people. They have some purpose. They have something to focus on. They have something to look at and to go for each day instead of just the usual old routine and the usual old chores. And then another benefit of goals is that achieving goals increases your confidence, which is also why it's quite a good thing and why it is actually quite a natural thing as well, because it's good to be confident. And in fact, naturally, you should be confident. So every time you set and you achieve your goal, you grow in confidence. Conversely, of course, every time you don't achieve the goal, you lose confidence. So actually learning how to achieve goals is quite important, because it builds a sense of competence and a sense of, I can do this, I can master my life, I can get ahead in this world. Okay, so that's goals. And yes, we laud, we praise, we recognize. Your boss is going to give you perhaps a good performance review. You might get promoted, you might get salary increases because you've achieved your goals. Goals are important and people recognize when we've achieved our goals. However, it is possible to be a little bit too obsessed with a goal, because no goal is achieved without taking actions. Nothing happens unless you take actions, and we forget this sometimes. And we are so focused on our goal, and we are only going to be happy once we've reached our goal, and everybody's telling us how wonderful we are and how great this is, that we forget we also need to recognize the actions we take. Because if you don't take the actions, you're not going to get the goal. And for most people, if you are fairly new to goal setting, if you are somebody who hasn't achieved a lot of goals in their life, when you start working out the actions, you're probably going to underestimate how many are required. In order to achieve most goals, you're going to have to take a lot more actions than you expect. You are going to have to take actions because some of your initial actions, you will realize, do not lead to the result you want, so you're going to have to go back and change them. Obstacles will come your way, so there might be some new actions you have to put in place. So there's going to be an awful lot of actions, of updates, of rework, of new actions, of thinking of different ways to do things before you are going to reach your goal. Unless you set a goal that is ridiculously easy and you can just go and do it. But most people set goals that are fairly challenging or that at least require some work to accomplish. Because of this, it is very important that you learn to recognize, to laud yourself for, to praise and to reward yourself when you take action, not just when you get the goal. Yes, society, everybody's going to, be very excited. Maybe they're going to have a party. Maybe you'll I don't know, whatever it is you're going to do. There's going to be a great deal of excitement once you've achieved your goal. But because of all the actions you have to take, and because the road to goal achievement, particularly significant goal achievement, is not that easy, you need to learn to like taking action. If you don't like taking the actions that are required to get your goal, you will stop doing it. Our brain is wired to run away from what causes us pleasure or pain, what causes us pain and what makes us unhappy. And we will do everything we can to avoid doing it. So if you actually hate taking your actions, or you associate them with pain or with stress or something horrible, you're not going to do them. Everything else is going to win out in terms of your time, and this is what I'd rather do. So I want you to learn to like taking actions. Reward yourself, praise yourself, acknowledge yourself for every single action you take. Every single action you take moves you one step further towards achieving your goal. And it makes it more likely that you are going to achieve that goal. Because you're going to find the whole journey quite rewarding and full of praise and recognition. Let me give you 2 examples to consider this. Let's suppose your goal is to find a job or find a new job. Okay, that's your goal. So yes, of course, you're going to be happy. Everybody's going to be excited for you. There's going to be fun. There's going to be celebrations when you get your goal. But there's a lot of steps you have to take to get that job. Chances are quite good you're going to underestimate how many steps. You might think, well, I need to maybe apply for 4 or 5 jobs. No. You probably need to apply for lots and lots and lots of jobs, go for lots and lots and lots of interviews, have lots of discussions with people. There's going to be a lot of steps you need to take. And you need to recognize yourself for each step you take. Don't see it as frustrating. Don't see it as, oh, well, I haven't got my goal yet. Don't see it as this is not working. Every single step you take, you are going to recognize and acknowledge yourself for, and you're going to say, well done for taking that action. If you take enough actions, you eventually do have to get your goal. So that's why taking action is very important. So every time you apply for a job, you're going to tell yourself, well done. Every time you go for an interview, you're going to tell yourself, well done. Obviously, if there's something to learn from it, then you will learn from it. But I want you to get into the habit of being happy about taking action and of recognizing that it's all about taking action at the end of the day. If we consider another example, let's consider that of a salesperson. Chances are you have a lot of actions to take before you achieve a sale. And maybe you have to achieve quite a lot of sales before you actually achieve your goal, which is a sales target. If you are only going to be happy and reward yourself and recognize yourself once you've hit that sales target, you're going to have a lot of steps and a lot of days and a lot of hours and a lot of minutes where you are not going to be feeling so good, when you are going to be feeling a bit frustrated and motivated. So once again, get into the habit of recognizing, rewarding yourself, praising yourself for taking the action. Every single phone call you make is a step forward, even if it doesn't get in a sale. Even if somebody slams the phone down on you. Every single visit to a client is a step forward. You are only going to reach your final goal, your sales target, unless you take, if you take all these actions. So once again, don't get demotivated, don't get demoralized. Sit there and recognize, these are the actions I've taken, and tell yourself, well done. I've made these calls, I've visited these people. If you take enough action, you are ultimately going to have to get to your goals. So as we go into the new year, 2024, I want you to remember this. Definitely have goals. You want to have goals. Most people, as I said, are very happy having goals. It gives them purpose, it gives them drive, it gives them a sense of achievement. A lot of people don't like getting to the end of the year and saying, gee, I didn't really do terribly much this year. So you want the goals, but focus on the goals, but remember to recognize and reward the taking of action. You want to like taking action. You want to feel good about it. You want to find it pleasurable. You want to feel I have accomplished something with every single action you've taken, with every single step you've made. It will make it much easier for you to stay the course, to achieve your goals, and to remain motivated and excited and enthusiastic and want to keep going to achieve your goals. From my side, I hope you take lots of actions towards your goals this week. I hope you remember to give yourself credit and to tell yourself well done for taking those actions. If you don't take the actions, don't say well done. Okay, this is taking action matters. So take the actions and then tell yourself well done. From my side, until we meet again, have a fantastic week.